Hello, hello, hello everyone, and welcome to the Diamond Race Season 2 Meet the Queens. Oh my god, I am so excited to be back. I am so excited to be sitting here. I am so excited to be saying that we are doing Season 2, baby, because Season 2 is going to be bigger, badder, and bolder than ever. Season 2 has some twists, turns, shenanigans, stunts right up our sleeves, so make sure you tune in every week here on the Diamond Race, and we'll keep you updated. Now, let's meet our queens. And you might recognize some familiar faces. Let's get into it. Well, hello. You already know me. My name is Ceviche. I am from Morristown, New Jersey. I'm back again without the allegations, though. This time, I am back. I am obviously better than ever, and I'm ready to eat this competition yet again. I genuinely did not think that I was gonna get the call back, although everybody kind of said it. Everybody in season 1 always said, bring back Ceviche for season 2. And obviously, I was an advocate for that. To me, it didn't seem like it was gonna happen, and then when it did, I was like, I'm ready. I feel a lot better. Like, I feel a lot more confident in myself. Being out in general, like doing this, speaking in general, like I find it very hard sometimes. Now I feel more comfortable. I feel more comfortable with the girls. I feel more comfortable with Crystal. I feel at home. Obviously, my name is Ceviche, the fish, the femme. I never tried fish like that. I actually hated ceviche. Fish in general, the smell of fish is, to me, but I just tried fish last week for the first time. No, it was brunch. I tried fish for the calamari. That's what I had. I had calamari for the first time ever. I hate seafood. Obviously, hate seafood. I tried it, and you know what? I liked it. Since I did the competition, my mom has been a great support of my drag. Every time I tell her I have a show, she's texting me, oh, like, send me pictures, let me see, please, like, I wanna see. She'll send it to my grandma, she'll send it to my uncles, they're obsessed, they all love it. And I genuinely do not think that that could have happened if it wasn't for the competition. Listen, ceviche is just an appetizer, but this is the full dish. This is the full 3-course meal. I'm giving you everything, so be prepared to eat it. And to my season 2 sisters, my queens, I'm gonna take y'all asses down. No shade, no shade. This time around, I'm gonna y'all bitches ass. Well, hello. My name is Aurora Ivy. I am from the great city of Brooklyn, New York. I am the most beautiful, desirable girl that you will ever want to see in your life, and it just leaves you like wanting more. Aurora comes from Aurora Borealis, but then also Aurora is essentially when a star is burning at its brightest form. So I feel like the name just encapsulates me, like I'm burning as bright as I possibly can right now. I do drag because honestly, it just felt so right. I started drag, I like messed around with it when I was like in high school, kind of like bedroom. Nothing else like really spoke to me except for this. Cross-dressing is a career path. One of my biggest inspirations has to be Lady Gaga, Miley Cyrus, 90s supermodels. Any of like the glamorous like beauties in pop culture really just speak to me. I was 3 years old. I had a little blanket that I slept with every single night, and I wore that shit around the house like a wig. I was tossing her, like, I think that's when Aurora was born, at a very, very early age. You can expect puss cut with a little grits, a little bit more edge, but I'm not gonna break my hip. I'm gonna move, but you're not gonna get that shit from me. This past year, actually, I won a Glam Award in New York City. A very, very fabulous little award hosted by Cherry Jubilee. I'm a Glam Award winning entertainer at the fresh age of 21. I would say that my like determinedness and like kind of like my like quiet but laser focused energy developed like as I was a kid. Like I was always kind of like the one on the outs. I feel like it's just kind of like a personality trait that's kind of developed from me having to like do things on my own. Like I was very like independent. I moved out to New York when I was 18. Very independent and very determined to get what I want. In 3 words, my drag would be beautiful, edgy, and sexy. And we can add a 4th, it's gonna be the winning drag of season 2. So I'm gonna bring looks,
the performance. I'm gonna bring just the energy and the desire that it takes to win. And if you can manifest it, it can happen. So I'm manifesting it right here and right now. I'm gonna win season 2 of Crystal's Diamond Race.
My name is Blake Harley. I'm 24 and I'm from Kearney, New Jersey. I am here to be the best diamond in the race, or whatever it is. The lore behind my drag name is, well, I wanted a gender neutral name that was like masculine leaning, just because I knew I'd be Drop Dead Beautiful Gorgeous, and I wanted like the little, why does this beautiful girl have a guy's name? What? But I went with Blake after Blake Lively because Gossip Girl is one of my favorite shows ever. And Harley is a reference to my start as a Katy Perry impersonator, and it's a play on Harley's in Hawaii. I started drag literally just going to her Las Vegas residency, and it was like just a very I need to find myself time in my life. And I was just with like hundreds of my friends, and I like mean that literally, hundreds of my friends that I knew for like 10 years from the internet, all over the world, everything, and we just had fun getting drunk and causing a ruckus in Vegas for 2 years straight. I saw her on stage and I said, I think I can make that. And then I started to make like one dress, and then I said, oh, I don't really want to stop here. I think that my most sentimental moment was honestly when Katy Perry's Vegas residency ended, and I cried so hard that I cried my wig off. Insert picture here, because I'm sure Crystal Envy has it in her photo gallery. That was how emotional I was, and that's how much I love this. When you host a show, when you're a part of a show, you command a room, and you are setting forth an example. You're giving everybody something to like look at and forget about whatever it is that they're dealing with outside of the club doors, because we all are, and we all need an escape. And if I can just make people feel that way for one night, then I've done my job. I am a big example of perseverance, and let me tell you, it's exhausting, but I do want people to remember that behind all of this beauty and glamour and hey, there has been a lot of suffering and struggling, and I've had to fight like hell in order to look this damn good. Got that right. I think that everything had to come together in order for me to do this competition, and I think I'm in the exact place in my life to expand on all of these skills and, quite frankly, just succeed at bettering myself. There's nothing else that I'm looking for in this competition other than topping myself, and I'd love to top myself, quite frankly, but love it or hate it, you're gonna be talking about whatever it is I do.
My name is Cupid Bowe, and I am from Philadelphia, originally from Jersey. Ooh, get into it, transplant. So I got my name Cupid Bowe. Honestly, I used to perform outside of drag as a boy, and my name was Eros. So when I started doing drag more, I wanted something that was in the same wheelhouse, but still could stand alone and be a little bit more feminine. I always loved and appreciated drag since I found out that I was queer. I didn't think it was for me, based upon some other things that clearly aren't true, because, I mean, well, I'm doing it now. But then Drag Race Season 10 really brought it home for me, because I saw a lot of people in my skin tone, with my body type, and it really just was like, you know what, I can do this. And here I am today. So yes, I dated Season 1 contestant Illyria Everlasting. That's my love, my heart. It's just been the best. Most people are like, queen on queen, drag queen. What's going on here? If it's not for you, it's not for you, but it's for me. Okay? I don't feel like I have to hide myself or any part of myself at all. My drag is a love letter to all of my, honestly, like my high school friends. Like, it was a group of girls who really just didn't question me. They took care of me. They made sure I was always okay. They just always looked out for me. The ministry that I get to do, I'm gonna put air quotes around that. Actually, fun fact, I used to be a mime for church. So it kind of explains a little bit. Y'all will see later on in the season maybe how, you know, how I get down. The ability to honestly just minister to people, maybe not in a sense of like how I used to do it in church, but people coming up to me and saying how much like my performance may have changed how they felt that day, or they really just brought them joy. That's honestly, my main goal is just to do that maybe on a larger platform, I guess. Like no specific platform, just be recognized and loved for loving my community. Why am I gonna be the one to win the crown Diamond Race Season 2? I feel like I have a different perspective than most, and I kind of just know how to add that little je ne sais quoi. Ooh, I said it right. Honestly, favorite memory from drag that I can recount is actually when I competed in Snatcherella, a Philadelphia competition. I made it to the finale there, so fingers crossed. But I just remember finishing that night and just being proud of what I did. I honestly can't believe I'm here, y'all. I really can't. I'm gonna be real. I am not a competitor. As in, I don't like to compete, but I do like to have fun. I'm just excited to just show who I am and, you know, take the competition by storm, however that may be. I'll let you decide.
My name is Desireé Moonshine, but all my friends know me as Desi. I live in South Jersey, in Barnegat, New Jersey, but I originally am from Virginia. And I'm here to serve cunt. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to make friends and enemies. The lore behind the name Desireé Moonshine. When I first came out, my family did not accept it very well. And I went through conversion therapy, really awful things. My mom had a friend, her best friend, Maria, who we called Auntie Maria, and she sat me down one day and she told me a story. This big dude that she went to college with, and he was very effeminate. It was the 80s. It was not okay to be effeminate and gay at the time. They would go to these frat parties and he would walk up to the little white frat boys and he would say, "Hi, my name is Desireé, but you can call me Desire." And it wasn't much of a story, but it was kind of her way of being like, "Hey, I love you. There's nothing wrong with you." And she passed away right before I started doing drag, and so that's the piece that I took from her. And Moonshine's because I'm from the South. I've wanted to do this since I was 11 years old. I grew up being in theater. I was a gymnast. I was always on a stage, and there was something about being watched that I loved so much, something about performing for others. And to be able to show my creativity and to put art out there in a world that doesn't appreciate art like it should, and get appreciation from people in my own community. I think that's why I do drag. Last year, I was on the board for Barnegat Pride, and we held our first ever Pride Festival, and we're returning for year 2 this year. I'm hosting and emceeing. I also got to host and help produce a Pride gig for trans children. That was really, really cool. I mean, trans kids as young as 5 years old, and there could not be like a better energy that I ever have or ever will experience than a room full of kids just excited to see queer joy and queer art. But I work with adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and they love it. I bring my stuff to work, I rhinestone at my desk, and they all love seeing what I'm working on and what I'm doing. I've always said I want to take over the East Coast. I want to be that girl that's in Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland. I want to get back and bring drag to my hometown in Virginia in the middle of the cornfields. I think I'm just kind of inspired by the fashions of yesterday. I'm really bad at keeping up with the now. And I'm still focused on like, what were the Scissor Sisters wearing in the 90s? I'm gonna win that crown because I've shown visible effort and visible growth. And I think that even from the beginning of this competition to the end of this competition, you're gonna see a completely different Desi.
My name is Kris Rose. I am from Baltimore, Maryland, and I am competing on the Diamond Race Season 2. The lore behind my drag persona is a little chaotic, a little bit messy, a lot polished, and a lot untouchable. Kris Rose comes from Kris Jenner because I feel like she's the most like sane Jenner in the Jenner Kardashian family. And roses is because they're really pretty, and so am I. Describe my drag in 3 words. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna give a little spin to this. Particularly pussy, cataclysmically cunt, and persistent as fuck. What people can expect from me being a headliner at all of my gigs that you can catch me around the DMV and now New Jersey is a lot of theater, a lot of stupid comedy, like campiness, and at the end of the day, pure glamour. I'm super competitive. I love to look pretty and shiny, and here we are. There is nothing stopping me from like doing what I'm capable of doing in drag. I don't like to put myself in a box as a lot of girls like to put me in. A lot of people don't see the hard work that I put in because a lot of it is behind the scenes because like I style all of my own wigs. So winning the Mixed Slay Them title was a lot of hard work. This year there were 6 contestants, so there were 6 months that led up to the pageant. And I used every little bit of that 2 months that I could. I had just gotten my tax return. It was lovely. And I decided to make my own outfit, basically glue a bunch of stuff to a corset and called it a day. But I did look kind of sickening when I did it. The main motivation for me to come out looking like this each and every time I leave the house to go to a gig is just to be myself. I have been transitioning for over a year now medically. I've been trans for 2 years. Drag is like how I found myself, showing people what makes me happy, and at the same time, if that can make an impact on somebody else. The message and story that I'm trying to tell with my drag persona is just being Kris Rose. I am going to win that crown because I am traveling 3.5 hours each and every motherfucking week to get this crown and scepter and a new title. Let's keep the ball rolling. I'm persistent, remember?
Hello, hello, hello. My name is Leela Carrera and I'm the beautiful Latina diva of the season 2 of the Diamond Race. Okay, so the history about my drag persona, Leela. Leela is a very beautiful Latina diva, very sexy, very theatrical, a lot of beauty, a lot of glamour. She is the girl. Okay, I came from the Carrera family. My mom is Natalie Carrera, and Carrera is all about being sexy, being sensual, being like, you know, bring that Latina bombshell that you have inside. I do drag because like it helps me to explode my creativity at 100%. I went to college for architecture, but I always feel like I was missing something on my creative journey, and doing drag, it helps me to explode that. In fact, I did this myself. I sew everything myself. So I think that's the main thing what I do drag, because like I like to show my artistry and my creativity and my talent. So my butterfly tattoo, so I'm an immigrant, and butterflies is just a symbol of migration. This is why my butterfly tattoo. I started to do drag when I was 21. I'm currently 29 years old. I started in Medellin, Colombia. Can we put some pictures?
Yes, of course.
Okay, the ugly pictures. Out of this competition, they can expect a lot of good looks, a lot of yards of fabric, a lot of beautiful things. That's why I came here for, to show my artistry. I'm trying to like show history about resilience and being an immigrant, especially right now in this moment here in this country where being Latino or being an immigrant is almost like being ashamed and targeted about yourself. It's just like I came here for that, to show like my roots, my origins, the things that inspire me. Why I'm gonna win that crown, baby, because when talent meets passion and discipline, you eat that.
Hola babies, I'm Samara LaNegrá, I'm from Puerto Rico, and I'm here because I want to show these girls how it's done, you know? So my drag name comes from all these black women. I like to empower the beauty of a black woman, and it's also coming from Samara LaNegrá. She's from Dominican Republic, and I live for her, and I was like, let me make her name but into my name. I've been doing drag for 5-6 years right now. My favorite part about doing drag is just connecting with the public, engaging with people, showing them love, and making sure that they know that I'm here for them. There's something really important that I want to show everybody, and it's like there's nothing impossible when you really are committed to something. Me as a Latin person, I want to prove to everybody that I don't need to know the best English. I don't have to be perfect doing something, but if I really want it, I can make it possible. So I'm part of Drag Latina Season 2. I was one of the 12 competitors there, and I had so much fun. It was an amazing experience. I really loved meeting everybody there. And being a Drag Arena All-Stars 2025 is so important for me because I proved there to everybody that, like I was saying before, everything is possible when you are really committed to something. I was competing with some girls that are really talented, and I was afraid sometimes, but I really believed in me, and I was just having in my mind that you need to be focused, and that's how you're gonna get to the crown, and that's exactly what happened. I can say that my drag is really polished, it's a little crazy, but it's also very, very extroverted. One time I was in Puerto Rico performing, because I started performing in Puerto Rico, and I was at this little place, and by accident I hit somebody with my wig. That person literally punched me. It's crazy, I know, guys. You guys gonna gag with that. I was like, what is gonna happen now? And then after that, he just apologized because he was really drunk, and there's another guy that took over him, and now I just can laugh about that, but at first it was a little bit crazy. I'm looking forward for the ball, for the crystal ball. Like, I make all my stuff. I can't wait for that one, because I'll be proving these girls, hey girls, you have to get this done, because if not, it's gonna be crazy for y'all. For me, no, but for y'all, yes. What really motivates me to do drag is seeing smiles in people's faces, seeing that I can give a message of love, of freedom, and literally tells everybody that if I'm here, everybody can do this too, and everybody can achieve their goals. To win the crown, I'm gonna do literally everything that is possible in my hands, and what is not in my hands, there's a way that I'm gonna make it possible too. I'm just gonna do whatever I have to do to win that crown. Like I said, nothing gonna stop me, not even these girls, because I love them already, but I'm just here for that crown and for that cash prize. Si yo hago esto, tú también puedes. Period.
What is the tea? My name is Tiffany Uma Mascara. I am originally from Bronx, New York, but I'm here representing Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I'm here at the Diamond Race because I was a little bored, so I wanted to shake things up a little bit. I'm obsessed with horror movies. My favorite was, of course, Bride of Chucky, so I'm named after Tiffany Ray, who is the Bride of Chucky, and of course Uma Thurman. And then mascara is just, I feel like, the last thing you put on your makeup, and I love lashes. I think lashes always complete the look, so it was mascara. I got started actually just regularly lip syncing. I was very, very big before transitioning to just being like, boys can wear makeup, and they can, but it was more so like me being in denial. My drag is just simply put real hot nerd girl shit. Like, that is what it is. It's a little bit of sexy, it's a little bit of glamour, and it is a little bit of that wink wink nudge nudge to comic book, horror movies, and everything of the sort. So my favorite number to perform is my Megan Thee Stallion Mega Mix. I am the Megan Thee Stallion of Philadelphia, so I love to throw ass and just be a stallion. And then my favorite song to perform actually is Don't Rain on My Parade, Barbra Streisand, not the Glee, because I am original. My mother is a very boastful person. Whenever I was telling her I wanted to do something, she would run and tell her friends. She was like, oh, my daughter's gonna be the first veterinarian, my daughter's gonna be this. She loved to like promote me. Behind the scenes, my mother actually worked in entertainment, so I grew up in the music industry. My first concert was actually Prince when I was only 3 months old, so I was consistently surrounded by artistry, and I was consistently surrounded by music, and to see it transform into me doing drag, I think is very like beautiful and inspiring for both, just not myself but my mother as well, because she does take a lot of pride in my drag, which I know is a blessing. Outside of drag, I work at the Attic Youth Center in Philadelphia, which is a nonprofit organization that helps LGBTQ youth have an after-school place to go ahead and find community, resources, and just connect with their friends. I run the drag group there actually. I get the kids before they hit those amateur stages so that they don't look too crazy. Being a drag mom has been a blessing. I have 2 beautiful drag children, of course, Illyria Everlasting, your current Miss Congeniality, and also Zia Maravilla, who are both in Philadelphia. They both have won Miss Congeniality, but that is not something the women in my family aspire to, so don't expect it from me. I am known in Philly to be also a little bit of a cosplaying queen. I actually went viral last year for a Steven Universe cosplay of Blue Diamond, so I'm really excited to see what the challenges I'm being thrown with and how I can insert my nerdiness into also my glamour, because I do also feel like a lot of people, when we're talking about like the categories of drag, like alt queens or anything of the sort, I don't think we ever talk about the queens who go ahead and intertwine it all. And that's what I like to say, is like, I like to say I'm a jack of all trades, but I don't fuck the trade. Hello. I know when to be cutthroat. I know when to go ahead and be nice and bat my eyes. But most importantly, I'm the most well-rounded. No shade, love down.
So my name is Anxiety. I am from Middlesex, New Jersey, and I am here to prove not only to myself, but the community that bearded drag is not lazy. We put in effort. I am an insurance agent by day, drag queen by night, and it actually helps me a lot. Like as I'm like answering calls at work, I'll be like stoning and I'm like, this is with how can I help you out today? And I'm literally, I sewed this when I was working, I rhinestone, do wigs and everything. I love to look sexy. I love to be like that stripper, like, but she got a beard, but her face is beautiful and her ass is fat. So like, I'm gonna look past that. I love to whip my hair around. I love like funny little hokey numbers. My name Anxiety is a play on having anxiety. So I'm like, you know what? I suffer from her. Let's re-own her. Let's claim her and like give her some life. I was diagnosed with HIV. And right when I did a pageant here for like a newcomer called Fresh Face, I needed community. I needed just to throw myself into what I was used to when I was 19, 20 years old. Literally 2 weeks after the casting call came out, I joined, found my community, and I have never put drag down since. It's given me so much life, gave me like a passion just to like keep on going. HIV's to blame. So I didn't really know how to go by like doing drag. I got online one day and I was like, MTV's casting a show, and it was a show called Made, and they were doing an adult season. So I was like, okay, let me just apply for this. Let me say I want to become a drag queen. I know I'm not gonna get it. 2 weeks later, I got a call. When I was 19, turning 20, that's when we filmed and everything. And Manila Luzon is my drag mother. Like, yeah, you can watch all that. You really can't, because I have the only DVD and everyone keeps trying to look for it. And I'm like, you cannot find it. Even like the people that dive deep into like the dark web can't find it. Drag is to be seen. Drag is to be heard. Drag is supposed to be not only that, but a political statement as well. Like we have a lot of things going on in the world. We need to use our voice, because like before you know it, we're gonna lose our voice if we don't use it. So it's like our opportunity to not only look stunning and beautiful and all that great stuff, but actually like do it for a cause, because no one else is going to do it. With my story with drag, I just want it to be like, just own who you are. Own your true self, look within, find who you are. Let your actions do the talking. You don't have to be the loudest bitch in the room. You can be silent, but you can have so much more impact being silent. I'm ready to fucking compete. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to show that I am stupid. I am more than capable of winning, but also being a nice person at the same time. Because who doesn't like a nice person? It's just to prove to me that like, I did not let myself, ooh, I'm gonna cry. I did not let myself stop. I did not let my story end with a diagnosis. I kept pushing. I kept just going, and like, I take my little pill a day and I keep it pushing. I wanna live my truth while wearing a motherfucking crown.
I hope you enjoyed our queens. Stay tuned every week here on my YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the fabulous things going on. And if you want to come out and see the divas in person, get your tickets down below and come on out to Paradise Nightclub in Asbury Park, New Jersey. We'll see you there. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment to the channel down below, and follow all of my queen social media. Their links are down there as well. Mother Envy, out.